let f of x equal x squared, where x is some element of the real numbers. So what that means is we're going to be able to take real numbers and plug them in here for x, and they're going to output those real numbers squared. So we're going to note that the average rate of change is the same as the slope of the secant line. Part A, it says determine the average rate of change between x equals -3 and x equals -1. So how are we going to do this? Well, let's go ahead and graph, do some generic graph here. When I say generic graph, I just mean we're just going to estimate this. I don't want to be super accurate here as far as this is concerned. So actually, let's be slightly more accurate. We're going to be, let me center this guy. Okay. So we're looking between -1 and -3. So here's -1, -2, and -3. Now what are our heights going to be? Well, we know at -3 we're at a height of 9, and at -1 we're at a height of +1. So I've got 2 points on my curve. One is up here, the other one is down here. And of course the actual curve is parabolic, and it looks something like this, right? And then of course it's symmetric there on the y-axis, and it comes back up on that side. But what I'm really concerned about is finding the rate of change between these two guys. So let me go ahead and label them here. So this is -3 of 9. This is -1, +1. And I'm going to go ahead and draw my secant line in there. And I need the estimate for the slope, because that is what we call the average rate of change. So I need the slope of that secant line. So that's not too hard to do. We're just going to take the difference in the y values. Okay, so we'll do 9 minus 1. So remember, that's our change in our y values. And we're going to divide that by our change in our x values. Well, if I go 9 minus 1, then I have to go -3 minus -1. So this is going to go ahead and give us, well, let's just write it like this. Put an arrow there, meaning that we're going to come down over here. So 9 minus 1 is 8. And it's going to be -3 minus a -1 or +1. So that'll give me 8 over -2, which is going to give me a value of -4. So the average rate of change between these 2 points is equal to -4.